All right, hello, it's Ruby Burrito, and welcome to today's video. We have a fun topic here for you today. I have touched about Fast in the past. It is a wonderful website that is hosted by a guild, and today I just wanted to show how to use it to maximize how much money you make. I did put out a video about some suggestions, but this will actually go kind of more in depth. So first, I am at the end of a jumping puzzle because one of the main things that you can do to just overall improve how much gold you get in the game is by improving the amount of achievements you have. I did touch on this. You can see here bonus XP, bonus karma. There's a bunch of permanent account-wide bonuses that you get from doing achievements, so keep an eye on that. I do stream twice a week, and you can come join me for doing achievements and general account completion. But beyond that, let's head on over to the Fast website. So on the first page here, you can just see the updates, anything that's come in new. They updated Dragon Bash stuff, rewards from the coffers and whatnot. But over here on the side, you can see farming builds. They have builds for every single profession, and it will give you a little bit. You see an overview here. They give you a template code, all of the information that you need, trait lines, and explain how to use them to a degree. So single mob targeting, mob group AoE cleave, and tanky mob group opening. The idea with these, for example, is going to be, I like using the labyrinth as an example. There's a lot of mobs there. A lot of people will say you should lower your stats. So some people will take off their armor for things like that. But if you're doing full on in PvE, being able to tag as many targets as possible is huge. Farming guides. It's going to take a second for all of their beautiful little icons here to load. This is an opportunity for you to contribute data. They have the weekly key farm, fast taco marker pack, meta train, general farm trim information, experience farming, how to prep for it. And then down here you can see all these different maps where they explain how to farm them. They do have a farming tracker. I typically use the one in efficiency because my API key is there. They have a farming checklist. Efficiency also has one of those, but they are helpful. And you can go to daily fractals, and it should tell you what the daily fractals are going to be. There you are, and it tells you this is where I wanted to get to. They tell you a profit per hour, an average duration, and the profit from each of these. So you can see that this one takes almost an hour. Challenge modes plus T4s, Twilight Oasis, Cliffside, and Chaos. So that's if you do all the T4 challenge modes. And if you do the recommendeds, it's going to take an hour and 4 minutes. So this is a pretty cool breakdown here. This is specifically for fractals. I had touched on alt parking. That's going to be the first main category. The duration is something to keep in mind always. I mean, you're trying to do alt parking because you want to leave a character there and you want to kind of have it not take a lot of time. So 230 is a pretty long time for alt parking, in my opinion. So if you go to profit here, Baron Brink takes a little bit longer. Echovold Wilds, this one takes 5 seconds, which means you just log into the character, open a chest, and you get a gold. If you click on this icon here, the words here, it will bring up the chest that you're opening. And if you click on it again, it will tell you the average amount of that item, the profit for that item. If it's over 1, that means you're guaranteed to get it, and then all of these that are under 1 are a chance. So you can go through all of these, and it's going to be really difficult to tell you which one is best for you, but the best way to figure out how long it's going to take is by looking at the duration. If it's 5 seconds, it's probably just opening a chest. This one, that's 30 seconds. I saw a 30 seconds one down here. This is going to take a little while longer because it's the Old Kyning Vault. If you click on it, it tells you exactly what you need to do. You have to complete the Pacify Restless Spirits to unlock the vault door. And then you have to have the blue orbs reach the door to unlock it. So that's why it takes a little bit longer. Converters, more interesting information about what you should be using, and more importantly, what you should not be using. These 4 items down here are not beneficial to use. These are negative because not a single item that you can get from the memory gobbler is going to be worth it. Drizzlewood material donation, same idea. This is in Drizzlewood Coast. You have the Quaestor that you go to, and you have a couple of these you can choose from. The prophet tells you which ones you should and shouldn't do based on the cost of materials. Materials are very expensive right now, so most of these are not worth it. The last time I looked, only like the bottom 5 or 10 were red. So this is also something that you need to keep an eye on because it fluctuates based on the cost of the materials. Farm train. This is where you're going to... It's going to be farm train and meta. So for example, Giala Delvis here, Drizzlewood Coast, Echofold Wilds, a lot of these have guides up in the guides section, and it'll tell you how to maximize your gold from those. Meta is going to be the same way. The Casino Blitz Pinata is a huge profit per hour because it takes not a lot of time. So ultimately, for the open world farming, you should think about whether or not you're looking at alt parking, or if you're looking to see how you can make money during events. Fishing, this is a great resource for seeing where you can maximize your fishing. So it looks like Draconis Mons is one of the worst places. We've got plenty more down here. These are going to fluctuate as well because you have bait, but you also have the different fish that you can get. So this is something that you'll have to check relatively regularly. The alt parking is not going to change too much. The metas and farm trains won't change too often. They usually kind of get set in stone. Like the World Boss Run has been at the bottom of this for a long time. Maybe it would climb up a little bit, but typically you're not going to want to run the World Boss Run unless you just want to. It's not going to be the most profitable thing because it takes a long time and the rewards aren't typically there. Solo farming is another item to look at if you don't want to go and do group content. This is great. It's a lot of gathering. So Treasure Hunter Farm is going to be the keys, the crate keys, I believe. But then you have Muscle Farm, fishing. That's that whole thing right there, the whole tab. Verdant Herbs Farm, Guildhall Farming, Verdant Herbs Farm, Chest Farming. So there's a lot of things here. The Chest Farm has a lot of the alt parking in it. A lot of these end up getting tied together. PvE reward track, this is all going to be Drizzlewood. Solo farming I just touched on, and then they actually have information on what the cheapest way to get inventory slots are, so that's really helpful. Instance farming. All of these down here is just going to be helpful information, not necessarily how to make the most money. So if you have 2 hours, use this information up here, the open world farming. But if you have bags and you want to know who to open bags on, that information is here. If you have currencies and you want to know the best way, what's the best bang for my buck with laurels? Right now, it's the medium crafting bag. Karma. Karma gets a little bit more complicated. But spirit shards. Spirit shard is also pretty complicated, but they have a summary up here. So profit per shard, material listing, and TP listing, season wood plank. This is going to be tiering up softwood planks into season wood planks. You actually can get 95 silver per spirit shard. So this is going to be more information on, hey, I've got all of this stuff in my inventory. What do I do with it now? Festivals, pretty straightforward. I mean, it's Dragon Bash, so you can look and see, oh, hey, $9 an hour, $9 gold an hour for Dragon Bash Arena. This is timed, so it's going to be pretty static. And then finally, you have competitive. If you want to see what the best World v World reward track is, go right here. These are the non-repeatable ones that give you a bunch of clovers. This is the repeatable one. So the Maguma Waste reward track right now gives the best rewards. If you're ever curious, just click on it. Pristine sand carved cache. That's the big item. It gives you the Mystic Clover, but it also gives you geodes. So apparently right now geodes are worth a lot of... They can get you a lot of gold. Memory of Battle, more geodes. So it looks like right now geodes is what's driving that to be the highest reward track. Halloween, can't do that all the time, but then End of Dragons. This has been at the top for a while. So if you're going to use fast, spend some time looking at all the different things. Don't try to... Don't worry yourself too much about pinching every single penny, but because otherwise you're just going to be stressing about everything and it's going to take away some of the fun. The best way, in my opinion, to use fast is open world farming, meta. Oh, I guess I could do one of these. Top 5, top 10. You know? Or farm train. Top 5, top 10. See if anybody's doing these. Because it's going to fluctuate from run to run. So, I mean, 22 gold to 25 gold an hour, you're not going to miss that 2-3 gold. As long as you're having fun, find a group and go do it. That's going to be it for fast. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know down below. If you want to come play, I stream live on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays. Right now I'm working on account completion, so we'd love to see you there. I'd love to help you guys get some achievements done. You can do some achievements along with me. We just did raids last night on Wednesday, and I got a whole bunch of achievements done. I'm not gonna be able to see them there, but I got a whole bunch of achievements done in Spiritvale. You can see all of these. Didn't get a ton of achievement points because not all of them are worth a lot, but I completed my first raid wing, which was a huge achievement. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.